when I was a young boy, we lived with my grandparents in their house, and they spoke Slavish. And they took care of me the majority of the time. So, wouldn't you know it, when I went to first grade, all I could speak was broken English. So, I go to first grade, having trouble, kids are making fun of me. Oh, what a mess. I was bullied before bullying was not proper. So, and when a kid, is really, really upset, he reverts back to his old language, the language that he knows. So there I am, waving my hand, shitguts, shitguts, shitguts. And the teacher doesn't know what I'm saying. Shitguts, shitguts, shitguts. Well, when I got up from my seat, she knew what it was. My pants were wet, my shoe was wet, and there was a little puddle at the bottom of my shoe. Well, she knew what that was. So then, the kids really bullied me. I mean, it was terrible. But I was going to second grade. When I got to second grade, I knew I had to make these kids like me. So Mrs. Schwoyer was teaching about the earth, the stars, the moon, meteorites. I have an idea. The next day I came in and said, Mrs. Schwoyer, a meteorite fell in our field behind our house. And she said, really? Yeah. Of course, the kids all heard this. They knew I wasn't telling the truth. But no, I think they knew. I think they thought that I was telling the truth. I said, yeah, there were reporters there, yeah, and the government people were there, and they put a big tape around the whole area. They were taking all kinds of pictures. Oh boy, was I a hit that day. They thought that was great until the next day. They came in and said, my mother and father said there was no meteorite that fell. Why wasn't it in the paper? You said there were reporters there. I guess they didn't get back in time to put it in the paper. Or maybe the government, maybe they didn't let them put it in the paper. I don't know. But they were there. I saw them. I was there. Well, this went on. This was on Monday. This went on for the rest of the week. And at the end of the week, the kids said, we got to come over. We got to see this. It's a weekend. I said, oh. But I knew that there was a gully, a big gully that the water had washed out. And I was going to show them kids that. So I had something to show them. So they came over and we went up and I showed them this big hole where the meteor fell. Well, they sort of believed me then, except maybe not really. I said, you sure? You sure you're not telling a lie? No, that's right where it was. See, here's the tape. They took the tape away. And why didn't they put pictures in the paper? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't put those pictures in the paper. All I could think of, I didn't know what else to say. I had to keep the story going. So I said, well, maybe their cameras didn't have any film or whatever. But then, on Monday, I went back. And Mrs. Schwoyer said, John Strogus, please come to the front of the room. I said, uh-oh, okay. So I came up to the front of the room, and she was tired of hearing all about this meteor all week, disturbing her classroom. And she said, John, did a meteor actually fall in your field? No. Oh, boy. Did the kids have a field day with that? They knew. Now they knew that I lied. So they kept on, and the bullying got worse until I got bigger. And then I could do something. And I could speak English. I didn't speak broken English anymore, and I was a football player. So they had something to contend with. Thank you. and